Hey guys, it's me again. I'm back with a second video. If you're just tuning in, you might want to watch my first video. It's called Anxiety, Paranoia, OCD, and the drugs prescribed for them. I'm going to probably make a series here of videos on this subject. So you might want to check that out first and then come back to this. That's up to you. What I'd like to talk about today, I'd like to get back on the anxiety and childhood, my childhood. I did not have the easiest childhood. It was horrible, actually. The only good time I had was with my parents because I was raised as an only child, and so they spoiled me rotten, and I enjoyed it. But at school, interacting with other children in a social environment was just horrible. I mean, children can be really mean because they have no boundaries. They don't know, I mean, they know right from wrong, but they're not mature enough to know and understand what kind of repercussions that could be on a person from different things that they do. They don't understand any of that. And so what I want to talk about is bullying. See, when I was a child, I got bullied in school, all throughout school, from grade school, actually from nursery school, believe it or not. It was not really bullying, but it was, well, anyway, it was not good. But it's hard to explain. But grade school and junior high and high school. High school wasn't too bad, but being that I am biracial, my mother was Italian, Venetian and Sicilian Italian. My father was black and Irish and Indian. And so it wasn't easy. I wasn't black enough for the black children. I wasn't white enough for the white children. And I'd had very few friends. I never was asked to the prom, a dance, nothing. And I'm not saying this for people to feel sorry for me, because that's not why I'm saying it. I'm saying it because I'd like to get the information out there to other people, maybe young parents that are having children now, or if you're a young person watching this in the teenage range, any of that. If you're a parent, it's really hard to see your child go through stuff like that. And sometimes they don't even let you know about it, so you might want to, kind of pay a little more attention to see if anything's going on. For the people out there that are thinking about bullying somebody, or are doing it right now, or if you even know someone that's doing it, you might want to take in consideration and try to think about it, what it does to the other person. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of psychopaths out there, or whatever, sociopaths, psychopaths, that don't have a conscience, don't really give a damn. But for those of you who do have a conscience, just think about it. Try to put yourself in that person's place and ask yourself, hey, would I, mind if people call me names, negative names, or make fun of me, the way I look, the way I dress, my color of skin, just constantly, every day? Would that make me feel good? Well, of course it wouldn't. I mean, it doesn't make anybody feel good. And trust me, it made me feel horribly bad, and actually they would tease me to the brink of making me break out in hives. And by the time I would walk home from school, if I didn't get my butt whooped, because it sounds funny, but it really wasn't. I mean, had it have been one-on-one, maybe I would have had a fair chance, but it was always a gang of people, children. And I can't fight more than one person at a time. So, of course, needless to say, I didn't win any of the fights, but when I'd get home, I'd have the hives, and my mom would have to put calamine lotion all over my body. And I don't know if any of you have heard of this before. It's an old remedy. And just to dry up the hives because they'd be itching, and it was just nerves is what it was. So when people bully children or people, it tends to follow them throughout life. Sometimes it doesn't, but a lot of times it does, and it shapes and molds the type of individual if they let it. I mean, with me, my adult life has not been as bad as my childhood was, but I still, to this day, fight bullying, and I get bullied at work, and it's really bad. I mean, I work with a bunch of people who, I'm not going to say they're not nice people. I'm sure that they, have all been nice at one time or another in their lives, but a lot of them have this chip on their shoulder. Some of them are racial bigots. Some of them are sexists. They're male chauvinists, is what I'm saying. And when you are a woman and a minority, well, that's two strikes. So it's not a pretty situation. I've tried to befriend these people, and some of them I even trusted. I trusted enough to even open up about my illness. Just, I mean, I know they notice. I have this thing about symmetry with the OCD. And what I mean is, if I'm stacking up boxes on a truck, they all got to be facing the same exact way. Everything's got to be just right, where it doesn't fall. And every time I stack off a load or anything, it hardly ever falls because I make sure it's nice and, straight and neat. And I'm very organized at work, and I could just go on and on. I mean, they know that I'm just a kind of anal about some things, and so I have told a few people about me. Unfortunately, a few of them have decided to use that against me. And what I mean by that is, when my boss found out that I have OCD, all of a sudden he wanted to talk about scabies and sexual transmitted diseases, and for some ungodly reason, midget sex, porn. I have no idea. This guy is really weird. I mean, I thought he was a nice guy, but I don't think he is. And judging by what he's told me that he's done with his wife, she must be a saint, because to be taunted and teased like that all the time, it gets on your nerves after a while. So anyway, when you're constantly dealing with any kind of negativity like that all the time, and it makes you nervous. I mean, it makes you don't want to go to work. You don't look forward to it. And I love what I do, but I don't love the people that I work with because they're just not nice. I thought they were, but they're not. So I have to deal with that every day. Now, with that said, I've been on vacation, like I said in the last video, and I was scheduled to be on a week's vacation, and I usually take a week and a half, or a week. I take the week, and then the following week up until that Thursday, I go back on that Thursday. Well, this whole time I've been off work, I've spent it in bed because I've been going through, like I said on the other video, withdrawals from my medications that I ran out of, from what I was taken off of, and then I was put on new medications, so my body's going into this kind of chemical shock. And I'm just now starting to feel a little better, but I have good days and I have bad days, and trust me, they're more bad than good. I mean, I don't go through a whole day of feeling good. It comes in spurts. Like every morning I'm a nervous wreck. Sometimes I have the tremors. I'm surprised I'm not nervous right now, because usually I am around this time. And I just have to deal with it. But I do have a psychiatrist appointment tomorrow, and I'm going to talk to him about, well, I don't really want to go back on the alprazolam, but I may have to, and then, kind of use it just to get calm, and then maybe he can gradually taper me off of it and put me on something else. But I have a feeling, I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing that, the only kind of drugs they can put you on to calm you down are basically benzodiazepines. I'm guessing. I mean, if there's something else they can give me to help me calm down, I'll try it. So, another thing I did was my Wellbutrin I was talking about earlier. I started out on 300 XL. Well, he increased that to 450, and I happened to be watching a video by this man. He goes by Doctor of Mind, MD. If you want to see some good videos, you need to look him up, because I've been watching him, and he is a very intelligent man. I like the way he does his videos, and he makes everybody feel comfortable, and he's very informative. He's not to take in place of your doctor. It's just stuff to let you know, information, stuff you can talk to your doctor about. He really is good. You need to watch him. I highly, highly recommend him. But anyway, in one of his videos, he was saying that 450 milligrams of Wellbutrin is just way too much. And I agree with him, especially now that I found out it's a stimulant. And that's the last thing I need to be taking with anxiety. So I cut out 150 milligrams on my own. I know I'm not supposed to do that. I haven't seen the doctor yet. I'm going to tell him. I did that like 2 days after my doctor visit, and I don't think that has done me any harm. Like I said, it's a stimulant, and I'm still taking Wellbutrin. It's kind of like a taper, but I'm going to let my psychiatrist know and see what he has to say about it. Let's see, what else? Well, I'm just trying to take it day by day. I mean, it's hard. It's a hard process. Taking medications all the time. Unfortunately, I'm starting to think that I may have to take medication the rest of my life. I'm not sure. I don't want to, but right now I don't see any other course of action. I mean, I don't see any other solution other than taking medication. I know damn well I can't go to work the way I've been, because they'll eat me up in 5 minutes. And trust me, they're very relentless. They have no conscience. They don't care about people. And it's sad, because work should not be that way. And sure, I'm taking a big chance talking about it, because, they could probably try and fire me over it. But you know what? I don't care, because my health is more important than them. I really don't care. And the best part about it is I do have a paper trail. All of my doctors have documented everything that's happened to me at work. So, I will not hesitate to use it. And, if they want to try and fire me, and I'll go through my union and file a grievance and do all of that. But if none of that works, I will go to all the news stations, because I'm not going to be bullied like that anymore. I'm not. So hopefully when I go back to work, things will change, and I'll be in a better frame of mind and be able to deal with them in a more professional way, and not take to heart what they say to me, because they're nothing. See, that's what I have to learn. And a lot of people that go through anxiety, depression, paranoia, we have a tendency to set precedence and importance on people like them. Like, oh, what will they think? Who cares? I mean, I don't. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here, 15 minutes, and I will make another video as soon as I can, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helps some people listening to what I have to say, maybe give them a few ideas. And I guess I'll just talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.